I understand that sometimes it may look easy to make these videos and just sit in front of a camera, smile, and say, "Hey guys, how you doing?" or "Welcome back to the channel." But it's not. It is far from it. Trust me, believe me. But in the end, if you really want it, you really want to move forward, you really want to be a creative, you really want to be a person who is giving out some really dope information, or whatever the case may be, whatever talent that you have or your gift that you want to share with the world, especially here on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, it's going to be worth it. Just be patient. That's all there is to it. Patience. All right. So, first and foremost, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to everyone who is tuning in, liking, commenting, and sending my videos to other people who it may help, or whatever may have you. But nonetheless, I appreciate you all to the max. All right, to infinity and beyond. All right. Um, so with this video, I'm going to be honest, and I'm only going to be giving up about 3 truths. I'm not going to go into a whole spiel because, of course, that'll be an extremely long video. I don't like making long videos unless they are really of substance. And, who knows, right? You may find these 3 truths to be something of substance as well. But nonetheless, here we go. Truth number 1. I'm okay, but I'm not okay. I know, like in my last video, I was talking about how I was getting back into my creative flow and how I felt, better about a lot of things. And it was true at the time. But, keeping it a buck, it's really, I still am underestimating the power of grief and how it works. It comes in waves. And, there are times that it just leaves me in a mood, or, as some people would like to call it, in a funk, and I really don't want to do anything throughout the day, which is, pretty tough, especially when I want to do it, but I just don't feel like doing it. And normally I've only felt that kind of, um, that kind of energy when it came to working at, businesses in corporate America, or having a corporate job, or whatever you want to call it. That's the only time I really had those notions. And it's so weird because it really puts me in a place to, like, when I'm fighting against myself, it just doesn't feel right. And this is something that is completely unnatural to me, because I never felt like this when it came to me tapping into my creativity or getting things done that I wanted to get done, or whatever I wanted to execute on. So this is something that I'm continuously working through. I mean, like, for example, I've done, quite a few shoots since I got back, and I still have yet to start working on those photos. They're not client work, of course, but it's personal projects. And these are things that I wanted to get out the way and I wanted to do. And when I shot, I didn't feel like I was getting the most out of it. And that is just the weirdest thing ever for me. Again, this is something new. And like I said, I'm still getting, what's the word I want to do? I'm still getting, um, I'm still trying to get I don't know how to put it, because I can't say that I'm trying to get into the swing of understanding grief, because it is an odd process. It's not one way. It's not, another way. It comes at you from many different angles in many different ways. And, you know, this is just something that I have to, give myself grace, when it comes to me feeling a certain way, and understanding that I need to go ahead and take a chill pill when I'm trying to force something. And I just, I'm still working, at finding I'm gonna say finding a good sweet spot in order to balance it out. Um, when it comes to, chilling and not forcing anything, because, it doesn't make sense to force anything, to fit when it's not, the time to try to fit that piece in there. And that brings us to truth number 2. All right. I am still trying to find balance in being patient and getting things done on time. I know that's something that a lot of us have dealt with within our early 20s, where, you feel like you're supposed to be somewhere else by the time you're 23, or you should have all this done by the time you're 24 and everything like that. In a way, I'm still dealing with that. Even at my age now, I'm still dealing with it because I feel like this, I know that I got to give myself patience, of course, right? I got to. At the same time, I also know that I got to get things done because time is of the essence. You know, tomorrow isn't promised. You know what I mean? The next few hours are never promised. The next few minutes are never promised. So I got to live life to the fullest no matter what and do the things that I want to do and execute them the way I want to execute them. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want to live. That's what I want to do is live my life to the fullest. I want to be able to leave no stone unturned when it comes to me doing everything that I set out to do, when it comes to creating, when it comes to shooting, when it comes to filming, and so much more. And I am trying to find balance in that. And I have to find a healthy balance for it. I can't fake it because that's crazy. When it comes to being a creative, our minds are like an internal war. You know what I mean? Like there's so much going on. Like when people look at our work, they seem to think that, hey, he had it or she had it from like A through Z, which, is the case for the most part, but you don't understand exactly how much back and forth goes on within our heads when it comes to getting a project done, how we wanted to edit it or how we wanted the colors to come out or which way we wanted the model or the subject to be in composition of the frame. So, it's a lot, and finding balance is something that I'm continuously working on. Like today, I really didn't even want to shoot this video, but, I had to do it because I have a goal that I want to achieve, and I'm definitely going to achieve that goal. Regardless if I feel like doing it or not, I'm going to get it done, and I have to. There are certain things that I have to go ahead and push myself to do, even when I don't feel like doing it, and that's what I'm still doing, is finding the balance in that. And number 3, I have to stop overthinking. This is something that I've said in a previous video before, and trust me, it is easier said than done, but to stop overthinking is not an overnight success story. Like it is tough. People overthink now. For those who are not even creatives, they still overthink. But when it comes to a creative's mind, I'm overthinking everything. Like for example, it was about the composition, and framing of this shot so I can go ahead and film this video. And I'm sitting up here running around the house trying to set up the camera in like 15 to 20 different areas, trying to be okay with a certain shot. And I said, man, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna just shoot it here in the room. So here we are, you know what I mean? And that was like, oh, how many hours ago? Maybe like 2 or 3 hours ago that I'm sitting up here trying to figure out where I'm going to, set this camera up so I can go ahead and do this video. But these are things that I'm constantly working to overcome, and I'm doing my best to do so. And again, I appreciate everyone for being patient with me. But most importantly, I appreciate myself for being patient with myself because, at the end of the day, I'm the one who's going to be, pushing out the content. I'm driving myself to, film these things and to do so much more. So I got to do it. And I got to give myself grace, and I got to be on my own side. I got to be on my own team. I can't work against myself. And that's what I'm doing. So within this month, I am most definitely going to do my best to push out more videos and more content. But just understand that I'm not going to keep pushing them out just because I want to get them done. They have to be of substance. I want everybody to be able to get something from these videos. I want you to be able to have something you can take away and be like, you know what, that's an interesting look at it. Or I didn't know I could use my cell phone to do this. Or, how do I edit my pictures, if I don't have a laptop? These are the things that I'm going to be working on. So I've been watching quite a few other YouTubers, and I've been seeing how they talk about they set up the structures for their videos, and some of those things made a lot of sense to me, and this is what I'm going to get on now. So, once again, thank you everyone for being patient with me because I really appreciate it, honest to God. So once again, there's a lot of factors that go into creating and making sure that you're doing everything that you need to do and have to do to have a great finished product when it comes to making these videos. And that really goes forward with everything else, right? When it comes to reels, when it comes to a post that you want to put up, even if it is just a picture on Instagram or Visco or, TikTok, whatever, social media platform it is, you have to put thought into everything. Everybody puts thought into it. And don't tell me that you don't. Because when you have a dope picture, you're always trying to ask at least about 4 to 5, maybe even 10 of your friends, what kind of caption should I put for this? You even put thought into how you want the picture taken and the angles that are, the angles that you look good at, or you even put thought into the captions, the angles that you look good at, and so much more, and when you want to post it and how you want to post it. So let's be honest here, all right? But that's it for this video. I didn't want to make it too long. I never do want to make them too long, but you know how it goes. Sometimes it pours over. Time flies by when you're having fun, right? All right, so thanks again. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because it is you that helps to grow this channel. I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, take care. Thanks.